Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Yakuza Kiwami. I'm the Mysterious JG, and I managed to go an entire set of recording sessions here with no off-screening between. Because we're kind of reaching a point now where off-screening without missing Majima popping up and surprising us may be rather challenging. So, I'm trying to remember exactly, because I remember the events of the last session, but not necessarily the last video. But basically, we've reached a point now where I showed off little bits of shogi and mahjong and all sorts of just nonsense that I did. But our main story right now is, well, we went to prison for a crime we didn't commit, trying to cover up for our brother from another mother who grew up at the same orphanage as us. And when we got out, uh, there's a murder in the Yakuza. We were trying to meet with let's see here. We were trying to meet with, well, no, they won't show them anymore because the dead guys, they won't show no more, right? That's actually kind of a problem for me trying to do this to show off what's happening. But uh, the guy who was kind of in charge of our, like, our crew, the immediate superior we had in the Yakuza, who kind of had our back. Like, they let us go to jail and they let us take the rap, but he always kind of knew we were innocent and we thought he was kind of looking out for us. Well, he's been killed. We got sent to a funeral because it was like, oh, it's our one chance to meet this guy. We'll sneak into this funeral. But he's killed at the funeral. We're framed for his death. We end up in a rivalry with this guy, giant bald E Honda Monster Man, and now we've escaped from the funeral alive. But everyone has been fooled into thinking that we murdered our own boss. We've already been falsely accused of murdering another Yakuza boss, although that time we took the rap intentionally. This time, not so. Oh, there he is. There's Shintaro Kazama. So this guy, he reunites with Kiryu at Sarah's funeral, admitting his regrets about Nishiyama's transformation. When he is about to speak about Yumi, he is shot by a sniper. He's stained by a dark past as a hitman. Apparently he runs the orphanage where we grew up. No wonder we treat him as a father figure. So here's a Yakuza guy who was he was a hitman. He was Hitman the Cobra. That's not even a reference. It's gonna make sense. He's a hitman. Apparently that was a Godfrey Home movie I never got to see. I saw a bunch of Godfrey Home movies in college. You can look him up if you want to. And one of them was apparently called Hitman the Cobra, but I was never able to find that one. Godfrey Ho used to make found footage kung fu movies. He would take incomplete kung fu movies and cut them together into one kung fu movie. Uh, Back in the days when Hong Kong cinema was just spitting out like dozens of low budget kung fu movies a year. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about now. We're talking about Shintaro Kazama. Because he feels bad about his dark and violent past, he tries to start an orphanage so he can be a better man and raises kids who then become Yakuza officers. So maybe it didn't quite work out the way that he meant for it to. But he gets killed. But he's telling us about how this guy, Akira Nishikiyama, has gone down a dark path. But this is the guy that we took the rap for because we didn't want him to go to prison because he had a little sister who needed him, and we had no one. So we were like, all right, well, we'll take the rap and go to prison for this guy in the mafia that you murdered. And I'm recapping stuff way earlier in the story than it should be. The point is, we just watched the one guy that we thought might be able to help us get killed. This guy's dead too, by the way. He's the most recent murder victim that we've been framed for. No, we weren't framed for that murder. We were framed for. No one knows for sure who killed this guy. We have not yet been actually falsely accused of that murder, but we have been falsely accused of this guy's murder. So now we really got no place to go except we're going to go to the club where we used to hang out and see if the mama there could tell us anything. Oh, and also we met Makoto Dake, who is halfway between being Masamune Date and halfway to being Makoto from... it's one of the Sailor Moon... one of the Sailor Scouts named Makoto? I know there's a Makoto Aihara from Rumble Roses. Anyway, he's a combination Date clan member slash girl from a anime slash video game about sexy girls. But he's a homicide detective who's investigating the murder of Chairman Sarah. He rescues us from the uproar at the funeral. Like literally, we get to the point where we fought a million dudes, but we're still surrounded. And finally, we've beaten enough dudes that a cinematic can appear in which we escape because he pulls up in a car and we get in. He forms an alliance with us in hope of discovering the 10 billion yen at the center of the case. Um, and similar to Adachi-san from Like a Dragon, yeah, he's going to be like he's a former police, but he's not currently a police because I don't know. I guess current police are corrupt. I guess it's okay at a Yakuza story to work with an ex-policeman, but if you're working with a real policeman, then you've surrendered your principles. At any rate, he's a grizzled ex-detective, and he'll be helping us out in the story as we go. But for now, we got to get to Stardusto. Also, I'm wearing goofy shoes that give us some money. And I just find it amusing. If you find it irritating, let me know. But I find it kind of funny that we're sneaking around wearing these shoes. I shouldn't just barge in the back. Well, why not? I thought that was how you got into this place. Alright. I didn't even know there was a front entrance to Stardust. I really... Oh, whatever. I guess I'm fighting some guy. Oh, it's a drunkard. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, it was quick. It didn't take long. Ah. Stop, please. Yeah, the guy didn't even really have a chance to do anything to me before I roughed him up. So is this the entrance to Stardust? Oh, no, this is Stardust. Never mind, it's, where are we actually trying to go? Serena's is where we're trying to go. Not Stardust, Serena. I'm getting the two clubs confused. So why do I, Oh, there's the front entrance to Serena. Okay. And we'll find out whether the old Mama-san is still here. Presumably Yumi or Yuki or whatever her name is, the girl we're in love with, is probably not. Ah! Don't murder me, please! Please don't murder me. I know you've been murdering a lot of people. I'm not Yakuza. He doesn't seem to really care that much about the fact that Kazuma-san got murdered. It's fortunate for us that the place is empty. But she still works there. She's in the back. Mizuki, the final boss from Samurai Shodown 2? Oh. Because orphanage. Yeah, it sounds about right for a Yakuza plotline. Secret sisters, secret Koreans, locker babies, yep. Why would you want to follow in the footsteps of somebody who disappeared after violent, terrible things happened? Aresu? Well, then she hasn't opened it. Suka. No, Arasu, not Soka. I'm pretty sure she actually was Yumi-chan in disguise, but I'm sincere in my belief that she has this tattoo. What? She looks exactly like Yumi. Hardly sounds like her sister. You're right. Wait, what? I guess he's saying Yumi wouldn't get a tattoo. Yeah, whatever. Listen, I don't need your help unless you're willing to learn beast mode fighting tactics. He just kind of, I think he doesn't want to know, but I guess he does know. I could probably give you insights those guys didn't, but okay, whatever, sure.
ねえキリュウちゃん、ミレニアムタワーって知ってる？5年前建てられた。そのタワーの裏に小さなバーがあるの。
It's called Aris. Oh wait, she did build it.
新しい店ができたらマスターに必ず連絡が行くわ。アレスの場所もきっとね。
He knows all the bars because he's trying to shut them down.
バッカス。
Bacchus. Okay, I guess we've advanced the plot now because Bacchus is one of the places that I couldn't get all of the. This hider's not accessible. The game can be saved and items can be stored. Yeah, Bacchus was a place that I need to get food from, but I couldn't. It wasn't available. Past Millennium Tower, you'll find Bacchus. The owner should be able to point you to Aris. Come back anytime. I'll help you any way I can. Also, you can run around in this room and just earn money. Actually, we might as well look at the item box while we're here. Do I have medieval silver coin? Move that into the box. So I really shouldn't have anything out here except healing items. Silo. Okay, this is some kind of mahjong or shogi, whatever the hell kind of crap. We don't really need to be carrying around bottles of scotch. I'm basically just carrying around canned coffee. Coffee's good for getting sober, which will be necessary as I at some point go through and do all the Bacchus drinks to get CP completion points. But otherwise, got all of our wappets here. Gears and accessory. How do you oh. How much do I feel like manually sorting? Probably not much, but these are the heat plus hit point stuff. This is just heat. This is like the maximum super crap. This is health only. I guess this kind of makes sense. I'm not sure why I bothered to do that. It's okay. Alright. Kiryu-san, what the hell is going on with your shoes? I don't want to talk about it. Oh, did you already talk to someone else about your shoes? Yeah, I heard. I heard my shoes suck. Alright, well, I guess now we're heading for the Millennium Tower and Bakusu. Mostly, I'm just excited that I have freedom of movement and don't have to worry about triggering sub-stories, because when off-screening, I had to be really careful not to accidentally run up to any sub-stories that I didn't want to do off-screen. Classical beauty, god of wine. Yeah, sure, god of wine. Yeah, sure. Your bill, sir? Yes. No. Excuse me, do you know any good cabaret clubs around here? Not anymore, unfortunately. Not anymore, unfortunately. Darn, I can't catch a break, man. Guess I'll have to pay some kind of informant. Well, I know what an informant is in that sense. I'm Yokota. I run a gang under the Shimano family. I introduce myself in this way to anyone I see on the street. Sir, I'll be blunt here. You need to avoid drawing any attention to yourself for the next few days. Patriarch Shimano has eyes everywhere. And you're not going to call this... And you're not going to call this in? I guess you do recognize me. Never mind, this makes more sense than Gigi thought it did. I've looked up to you and Kazama-san for a very long time. As far as I'm concerned, I ain't seen shit. It's appreciated. Thanks. The bars all suck. What are you mad at? Yeah, this whole damn town, man. There's too many BS cabaret clubs and more dive bars just to enjoy a cold drink. This way I'm gonna end up buying my booze at a liquor store and drinking it all by myself. Sounds like you've got it rough. Yep. Bars are way more relaxed back in the 90s. Wish I could go back to the good old days. That's a challenging life he's living. Hey, it's one of them female type Pokemon. Hey, did you see that girl? The little one with the white hoodie? Yeah, do you think she's safe for her to be out of this hour? Of course not. Should we tell the authorities? Should we tell Cartman? Free sample. Here's a complimentary Stamina Light. Give it a shot. I got Stamina Light. Okay. I guess it's cheap, so. Now you look. Oh, wait. So you look suspicious, but this guy over here. Okay. That eyesore of a skyscraper changed this whole town. Changed the whole damn mood, really. When was it built? Oh, about 4 years ago. It's called the Millennium Tower. I don't care if it's a century or millennium or whatever. It's standing between me and my next drink. Oh, okay. So everyone's drunk, basically. That guy. That guy. It's like an ape. See, Wild Jack. Who is... Oh, there's guys getting beaten up by thugs. Which I can quick put a stop to, but I think we'll eventually reach a point where I'm not gaining anything from rescuing these people. So here's what I need to do to win this quick. Not that. Damn it, I messed it up. There's a move you can do. I guess I was pressing towards a wall where you spin the guy around and you use him to beat up his friends and like one-shot everyone. But anyway, no, these fights are not going to be challenging for a while. Please take this. I got a slightly battered gold bracelet, which is basically going to take up space in my inventory until I get around to a place where I can rearrange things. But it's okay. Let's go to Bacchus, the god of wine. Bacchus. So we can learn about Ares. A lot of Roman gods here. I guess Ares is a Greek god. Bacchus was Roman because Dionysus would be Greek. Oh, and there's a bunch of people murdered in here too. I should probably take note of that. And apparently it was all done very quietly because no one outside is concerned and there's no police. Oh, you murdered everyone. Okay. I murdered everyone? I wanted a drink, mister. My name's Trouble, and I'll be causing trouble for the entire series. Indirectly, of course. My existence will be a major complication for you, Kiryu. Now loading. Sure, I'll follow her. She knows the way that we want to go in this story. I wasn't alive when you went in, mister.
みんな携帯持ってるじゃない。充電切れちゃった時くらいしか使わないよ。
そう。
This guy's like interrupting us to ask us for booze.
携帯持ってないの？
What's wrong with you, mister?
持ってるに決まっているだろ。
だよね。
I just can't show it to you right now. Really, buddy? Oh, I just knocked this dude over, and that's apparently not what triggered this cutscene. Aw, puppy. What the fuck? And it doesn't even move?
やめて。やめてよ。
This is not a real thing that happens in the world. Like adults throwing rocks at puppies. Aw. Yo-chan. Oh, I love how you did that to him.
俺は今日大変な一日だな。
When I come across like the most over-the-top stupid bad guys ever.
お前らは
Is that so? Oh man, there's a whole gang of blonde guys who pick on puppies. Oh, he might need some backup. I better get my gun back out. Yeah, I still think it's these guys. Puppy torturer gang. No, just street punks. But this is the move, and it's a really good one to use in a situation like this. Although it's still not going to be enough on its own. Okay, I got the main leader with this heat shot, which is good, because otherwise I'd be wasting a lot of damage on a generic warrior. Oh, this guy's surprisingly effective. Oh. One of his associate warriors is still intact. Just had to find the right color so I could do ultimate heat destruction. There we go. Alright, so we got the puppy torturer gang has been defeated. I love how reality-based all of these scenarios are. Suddenly the scene where dominatrices are picking on another dominatrix on the street in Like a Dragon feels pretty grounded and down to earth.
この子お腹空かせてるみたいなの。こんなに痩せちゃってるし。
Maybe he's just, you know,
母親はどこにいるんだ。
a light eater.
探してるん
He's
だ。
got a good metabolism, you know?
わからない。今日ずっと探してたんだけど。
家は
She's pretty calm about this whole thing, actually.
家がないのか。
Like, her mom is missing, and she found a bunch of murders.
お前
She's pretty chill.
孤児院にいたのか。じゃあお前
お前じゃない。私ははるか。お前じゃない。おじさんは
Show some respect.
桐生一馬だ。
But your subtitle said Kazuma Kiryu, and you said Kiryu Kazuma. Which is it? I don't understand Japanese
このまま
names.
死んじゃうかも。
かわいそうかもしれないけど、今助けてやっても
He's just gonna get picked on by another anti-puppy
仕
gang.
方ねえことだ。
そんな、でもほっとけないよ。おじさん。
I said my name's Kiryu, not Oji-san. Come on. Save the dog. Well, there's Asian sauce. At Wild Jackson.
おじさん。何か食べ物。
Okay, I gotta give something to the dog here. Got nothing to hand over. Well, I know what I'm not feeding him. Wild Jacksons. Yikes. Alright, well, is the game gonna tell me where to go? Nope, it's kind of up to me to figure this out. So we could go get some beef bowl. Why is this okay, adult DVD store. That's probably not going to be useful. Let's try there's various cabaret clubs. Korean barbecue. I don't know, man. Korean barbecue. I want to make a cannibal out of this dog. Sorry. Watched an episode of MASH too recently. Let's get some beef bowl. At least that way we'll know that the meat is cow and not... oh, Bacchus was closed. I thought this was the beef bowl place. How come I can't go in? Trying to get some beef bowl to save this dog so that the little Goyle is delighted by me. I'm pretty sure this is just going to be me taking to eating a beef bowl in the restaurant. I don't know that I have the option to carry a beef bowl out and give it to the dog. But there you go, folks. We've advanced the story a bit. We've encountered they told us her name, although I've already forgotten. I imagine she will show up under Kiryu and allies. Haruka, a girl who came to Kamurocho looking for her mother. Kiryu finds her scared and alone inside Bacchus, where tragedy has struck. The tragedy, however, continues to be compounded by the existence of an anti-puppy gang, who just, like, a dozen dudes who just, you know, walk up and down the streets looking for puppies to torture. When we come back next time, we're going to try to help this one puppy, but I'm not exactly 100% sure how. We're not getting the kind of clues that we would normally get as far as, like, you know, it was very easy to chase down the guy who stole that that ring. It might be a little harder to find food for this dog, or maybe it's not at all. I just haven't come across the one obvious thing that will tell me exactly what to do, but we might come across it next time. See you then.